welcome everyone. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
hello. How's everyone? How is everyone?
That's good. I think.
Good. People, if you could share us out, that would be much appreciated.
That is what I was doing.
I think I'm on the long. Let's see. I am in intuitive focus. And I'm not. Now I got to switch profiles to share out. How is everyone? Leave a comment. Say hello. It's been a little while since I've gone live with Stathi.
Yes, isn't it?
Yes. It's, I don't know how long. It's not like I'm counting. But yeah, it feels like a bit. Okay. What do I? Yep, that one. But I'm just sharing this out, people. So if you could do the same. Hey, Jem. How you going, gorgeous? That one. So I'm just sharing out at the moment. I'll just take a second.
Doing the same.
So how's your week been, Stathi?
My week has been good. Well, other than it has actually been good. I can't complain. We've got a lot out of the way. Tomatoes are in the ground. The greenhouse is patched up and repaired.
Yep.
So yeah, everything has been I've been barefoot in the garden. That's what I've been doing. So I've been a happy chappy,
Oh,
enjoying the
nice.
garden. So yeah, that's been my week. And in between, I've been doing things inside and outside. So weather hasn't been the best, but every opportunity has been outdoors.
Oh, cool. Cool, yeah. I was outside today, but yeah, too many stones to be barefoot. Yeah, I think so. Let's try that one.
People, we are just sharing out.
And oh, yeah, that's enough for me. Done plenty of sharing. Okay. Oh, I better put it on. Put it on private. I mean, I better put it on silent. Otherwise, it'll get everyone going. People, so we do like double readings here. I pull a few cards. Stathi just reads your energy. We've got a few freebies to give away. We'll get drawn to someone. We'll read for them. If you have any questions about anything, about consciousness, anything you're struggling with, just let us know. If you want to know what's going to happen next week, yeah, don't bother asking. Not interested.
Don't know.
But if you want to know about yourself and you want to go deep within yourself to know yourself deeper, okay, and look at what we should be looking at, or what energy is about, or what's on the plate for you to help and assist you at the moment, let us know, and we will get it happening. Okay, I'll start the group reading for everyone. I'm just still doing
I'm
things.
still sharing, guys. So I'm here and there, and I'll tune in a moment.
Yep, me too. Still doing stuff. Okay, wait a sec. Is that? I just posted that. Where's my post? My God. Okay. Okay.
What is it? It's everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, add everyone. Yeah, I better do that too. Hey, add everyone.
At followers as well.
At followers. I didn't know that one. Is that?
Followers. That just come up now. Yeah, at followers.
I better do that then.
I don't think you can do any more than one at followers, and that's everyone.
Yeah. Share public now. Okay. Who we got there? Jim. Yeah, we'll just start with a group reading. Just give us a sec. We just got online. How can I do that? Copy link. I'll do it that way. I'll add it there, and I'll add it there. My God, Rusty used to be bang, 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 and I'd have this done. Now I'm like, haven't done it for a couple of weeks. I'm just like, oh my God, what am I doing now?
Hello, sweetie pie. Okay, I have done what I'm going to do. Okay, now I can tune in. So I've done all the mundane stuff.
Hey, sweetie pie. Oh, I didn't do that. Followers. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try that one. And I've got to pin a post. Still getting there, people. Still getting there. It's all right. We're not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. So
It just came on, guys. So yeah, let's tune in. It's been a while as well. So how has everyone been? How is everyone?
yeah, how have you survived without us?
Thank you, sweetie.
Did you get your reading fix? No, I haven't had my. You guys haven't been on. I haven't had my reading fix. No, we can. I mean, anything's possible. We're able to. Will we? I don't know. Haven't thought about it yet. I'm still doing things. It's not that we won't, sweetie pie. We probably will. Okay. So you said that followers works.
As we'll get to whomever we get to, whoever feel we're drawn to. If you want a guaranteed reading, as usual, there's the PayPal that you can donate. A cup of coffee, that's all it takes. Not two, even half a cup of coffee, doesn't matter. It's not about the money, it's not about the amount.
Okay, yeah, at followers you can do that once a day. Okay, and I'll just get on there and
Hello, Angela.
okay, almost done. Almost done. I'll pin that. I'll mute that so I don't have to hear about it. Okay. Hey, Rena, how you going? G'day, Angela. Angela Grace, how you been? How's the land of the Kiwi going? Still Kiwiing along? Okay. Okay, people, I'll start with the group reading for everyone, for the collective, and then we have a freebie to give away, and then we'll read who we're drawn to or don't for guaranteed reading. Donate any amount to PayPal link. It's in the show notes. It's there.
While Brooke is doing his group reading, if we all bring our focus to our heart chart, bring it to the moment, be present. Take a deep breath. Release.
Well, the message is super clear, people. Okay. We're in a transition period, transition to change. Energy is going everywhere. Everything's shifting. The world's changing. Okay. And there's a lot on the table. A lot of things are coming up for everyone at the moment. Everyone. Okay. So there's going to be things that you there's going to be things that are going to stress you. There's going to be things that are going to make you happy. There's going to be things that make you cry at the moment. But what I've got the first card I've got for everyone is the Hermit. Time to recharge, and retreat. Okay, so that's going as if when we find our times in stress at the moment, or we find our times in change, we're struggling with clarity, anything like that. At the moment, for the collective, it's time to go home and do your meditation, to center yourself, to do your clearing. Okay, get all that happening, because talk to the people that inspire you and help you to center. Get all that happening, because when we go in alone and we just get caught into the 3D, okay, that's when we go into projection and feeding energies, and that's when we find ourselves out of balance. So it's all about balance at the moment. Okay, and look, try and stay. I've got, which is interesting, at the bottom of the main pile, I've got the Peacekeeper card. Okay. Oh, and be a curious creature. Um, this is about us going within and digging and deeper within oneself. But also, I've got the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. So that will be talking. They'll be talking about judgment, self-judgment, judgment of others. Okay, judgment of whatever's going around us. This is asking us to take a step back, center ourselves, okay, and just start to see things for what they are. Okay. Now, as soon as we start to go, yeah, but that's happening over there. Okay, I'm not telling you not to use your intellect, but what I'm saying is don't get caught up in the story of everything, because it's we do it all the time, and then we feed energy to it, and then we once we start feeding energy, it grows. We pull in emotions. So if we're going through some emotional stuff, some stuff can't be helped. Life is what happens. Okay, but this is just asking us to just remember that when things get too emotional, things get too frustrating, things get too all over the place, to come back, center oneself, and be the hermit, retreat and recharge, and remember who you are. Okay, because there's going to be a lot of you are going to be getting prompts going, I should go and meditate, but I'm too pissed off to, or something like that, because something's happened, or I'm too emotional right now. That's okay. It's all okay. It is what it is. Okay, but the main action card I have got for everyone is a medicine mother. Honor your inner knowing. So we're all getting prompts at the moment. We're getting prompts from our higher self. Okay, but the only thing that gets in the way of the prompts, I've got the blinded by bias card. And when that comes underneath honor your inner knowing, that's basically telling me that every time, the intuition starts calling, the ego steps in and goes, oh, yeah, but what about this? What about that? Can't do that yet. Can't do this. And the ego will take over. Then we go back into our mind, start projecting more of the past into the future. So this is about honor that inner knowing, okay, and standing strong, people, and taking the time to create that space. Because at the moment, moving forward, I've got the main card moving forward. I've got the snake card. Shed the old skin, shed the old ways of doing things. If it ain't working, don't do it. I mean, Einstein said, doing the same thing every day and expecting doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is a definition of insanity. Yet we do that in our lives all the time and don't even think twice about it, because under this crossing the snake, shed the old skin, shed the old ways. Man, I've got the card that says set it free. Just let go of it, people. Let go of it. Come back to the hermit. Come back to the center and let it happen. And bring that clarity. Don't worry about who's right and wrong. It's probably them. And then again, I can put two people together and they're arguing about something and they'll both be right from their own perspective. So who's wrong? They're both right. But from another perspective, they're both wrong. So, well, much love from Australia, Jessica. Okay. And the happy card for everyone is worry is a wasted emotion. Okay. So what worry are you feeding? Main card, hermit, retreat, recharge, center oneself, let go of it. Okay. We're all getting the prompts to do so. But, distractions take us away from that. Okay, that was a great reading for everyone. Take what resonates and what doesn't resonate. Give it to Angela. She can take one for the team. Have you got anything for the group, Stathi?
It's all about energy at this point in time, and the energy itself is very intense. There's a lot of distractions. If your focus is on the distractions, it's not that you're going to miss the energy. It's that your focus is giving energy to the distractions. The energy is constant. It's present. It's here now. All one has to do is be aware of it, and don't put your focus on the distractions. Bring your focus to yourself, to your body. Be present, and as Brooke is saying, centered and grounded. This is where the energy is. The energy is not coming. The energy is here. Our focus is not present. That's why many do not feel the energy, but the energy is coming through what you call downloads, whatever terminology you want to use it. It's energy. It's here now. One just has to bring the focus back to themselves and not onto the distractions that are provided for you at this point. So center, ground, and just flow with whatever it is that you are feeling, experiencing within the moment. That's all I have for that. You're on mute, Brooke.
Yeah, Christian was just on the phone. I hope I spelled warrior right. Is that like the strong warrior, or is that like, oh god, I can't believe? Did I get the spelling wrong? Oh, the warrior girl, like Wonder Woman.
Phonetically, it's fine.
Yeah, phonetically, it's fine.
There you go.
Bad. Auto correct. With an A. War. Okay. Sorry.
War.
Sorry, I hope I didn't do spell work on you with that spelling. Spell. I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. 1 second. Okay. So people, we have a freebie to give away. So we'll put 2 numbers up, and if you pick the number in between the number of destiny, you'll get the reading. So people pick a number between 5 and 25, and if you get the magic number, we'll give the reading to the person next to you. No, we'll give it to you. Just get between 5 and 25. The magic number is. Hey, Brianna. Have another shot. 4. Yeah. Okay, Jim. Between 5 and 25, Jim. I'll give you a clue. Let's see, what will the clue be? Okay. I'm thinking of the number now.
Where's your clue?
So use your third eyes, people. And get in on it. Between 5 and 25.
We all have it. Many only focus on 3 of it.
Boom. Boom, yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
We have a winner. And we have a winner.
We do. Yeah. Angela, what you heard 16. Oh my god. You got some dodgy guides happening then. Cut them out.
Jessica, do you have anything specific that you'd like to ask? Keeping it present to yourself. Just general.
Okay, Jessica, if you could just focus on your heart space, take a big breath in through your nose, hold it out, hold it in, and as you breathe it out, breathe all the energy just straight down your body, through your feet, into Gaia, into the earth. Just do that a couple of times. Citrine or orange carnelian would be a good stone for you to carry at the moment if you have one in a necklace, Jessica. There's a bit of low energy between your solar plexus and your sacral at the moment. Watch out for what you're putting your focus on at the moment, because I'm picking out that there could be some things that you want to happen, but at the moment what you're feeding in your head, you could be manifesting lack of. So just watch what you're feeding on. Visualize what's coming, but don't be attached to it. And if you want to truly manifest, put the picture in your mind and then stop thinking about it and don't worry about it. Because when we worry about stuff, we create lack and we put that frequency out, and we want to get away from that. Like when people worry about money, the best thing to do is don't worry about it. You'll draw in. Just go, it comes and it goes, whatever. Okay, so this is going to take, it's all about you. Just look, you're going to be strong. Change is coming. Have to be strong at the moment. Okay. I'm feeling that you need, things have been a bit all over the place. You've been in battle mode. We've been battling with yourself, battling with the world around you. Okay. It's very draining. So if you go back, I don't know if you saw the first group reading about centering oneself. That's very, very important for you. But just remember how strong you actually are. Okay, when things get on top, okay, you can shift that, you can change that, you can refocus. But it's time where you've just it feels like that you've got to muster up. You have to muster up strength. Okay, muster up strength, because change is always happening, and sometimes change can come in and we're like bad. It's like bad, and we don't like it, and it sucks. But sometimes that's just a stepping stone to create something good. We can't always see how things are going to unfold. Okay. Yep. Give it to God. I do not fear. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. But there's things shifting with you, changing. It's the time that it's happening. Okay, so there's going to be some beliefs that are going to change for you. You're going to have to look at them, and it's going to be hard because things are going to come up at the moment. I'm getting patterns to breaking now. Sometimes patterns can be our belief system. Okay, because when we create a belief system, okay, we basically create a box, Anything outside of that belief system, anything outside of that box, we don't see because we've got a belief system. We're focused in on that. So belief systems can be limiting, and I think that you're going to be shown. There's going to be some stuff that you're going to be shown soon. Okay, some ideas, some things are going to change. There's change coming, positive change. Okay, but it's going to be a test for you. There's going to be, and you're going to go back into. It feels like there's going to be some patterns that you're going to fall back into, and then you have to dig down and reach in and grab that strength to pull you through. Because when we're creatures of habit. Okay, it's time for you, because the first card I got for you, the shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. This is inverted. So it's a bit of a struggle. It's just showing that you're holding on to ideals of the way you want things to be. I mean, it's easy done. We get used to certain modalities or certain ways of doing things, and we're like, oh, that's how it is for me. That's what resonates with me. And anything outside the box, we reject. We reject because we want to stay in the known. We want to stay in the known of things. So I'm just getting the feeling that things are going to get shifted up, and there's going to be some choosing to do. Okay, you're going to get a choice. You want to shift timelines? Okay, well then there's some choices that need to be that you need to make at the moment. They're going to be coming up, and you're going to know the choices that you need to make. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's just the way it does. This is what we do: is we go through things, we expand, we contract, we expand. We change. But at the moment, what I'm getting for you is there's just some systematic stuff, or just some stuff that you're used to. There's some comfort zones that just to be aware of. Okay, but at the moment, like with things changing, okay, try to stay out of justification, or anger or judgment. Okay, sometimes we don't always know how things are going to unfold. Like divine detours, all about that divine timing. Okay, because there's going to be some stuff changing and in your life, and you might not like some of it. Some of it might be cool. Some of it you might be like, this sucks. It doesn't really matter because these changes are always going around. They're always happening, and to all of us. But when we're caught up in a story, we're caught up. Oh yeah, this happened because of that happened, and they did that, and if they weren't doing that, that wouldn't happen. I wouldn't be in this, in this financial thing, or I wouldn't be like having to put up with that. Okay, look, what has happened we can't change. And at the moment, I've got your action card is the broken arrow. Embrace the energy of peace, and this is embracing the energy of peace is like radical acceptance of it is what it is, and we can't change it. So let's not feed energy to it. Okay, because when we feed energy into the past, we go into manifestation, reverse manifestation. So time to hold that positive space. Try to hold that positive space. So you're going to have to be pulling yourself back in, catch yourself out, pull yourself back in when you go off on to the stories, into the past, into that stuff. You just catch space and create and start creating that positive ground again. Okay, stand your ground and create that positivity and create that centeredness and stand in that, because that's what's going to help you moving forward at the moment is holding that space, holding that grounding, because and this will give you this will expand your consciousness. Okay, so it just feels like there's a bit of work there to do, a bit of work in the in the mind, a bit of work to just really get things happening and just get on top of things that are old routines or old patterns, because they seem to be coming up a lot. Okay, and as we start to change stuff, okay, look, man, I've got growth here, and oh, what a beautiful card, the Medicine Guardian. Be open to healing information, and people are like, oh, when's it coming? And oh, man, the healing information's already there. Everything's already within you. Okay, it's waiting from you just to come out of a judgment or a perspective and start to see things for what they are and see them in their entirety. And as soon as you start to do that healing information, you'll get those moments, and things will drop in. Okay, and Well, that's all I am. Is I'm just you. You all know everything. I'm just telling you what you already know. Uh, okay, your last card. You can make this one. It's understand your body. Okay, I know. I can want to. Uh, not all the time. Sometimes. Okay. I hope that's assisted you, Jessica.
Right, Jessica. I have questions to start off with. What is your understanding of the unknown? Um, that's the first question. What is your understanding of the unknown? What does it mean to you? Now, as you're thinking of that question, or if there is an answer to give to that, um, the other question is, I can agree with that. I don't agree with the first statement. There are a lot I don't know. To me, the unknown is what I'm not supposed to know in the current moment. I disagree with that one. Things come to light when and how it's supposed to. That I agree with. Everything comes to light at the right moment. So everything happens at the right. The second question I have is, what is the past? When we say the past, uh, what do you consider the past to be? When we say past, what is the past? How do you interpret the past? So I'll wait for that one as well. I see. Awesome. There's relevance to the questions. We'll go to it in a moment. Um, while you're thinking that is the past, is that what your understanding of the past is? When how far would you say? When is the past? When does the past begin? That's probably a better way of asking that question. When does the past begin? When would you say the past starts? Okay. Does the future exist to you? So there's a frequency, a vibration. Um, uh, you know, so where I want to go is to well, the unknown for starters is the moment after this moment. So as we're within this moment itself is unfolding. Um, now, when we are speaking of the unknown, we do not know what is going to be stated next. At this moment, it's just unfolding, it's flowing. Um, when we speak of the past, we acknowledge that, well, if this moment is what we have, and this moment is unfolding, therefore each moment itself is the past. So things have already happened. So even as I speak, as time is ticking over, each second is past tense. So all we have is the word as it's been spoken. Um, We can go look, to speak of 5D or 12D. When we speak of dimensions, what we're speaking about is expansion of consciousness. To understand the expansion of consciousness is to acknowledge what consciousness actually is. Consciousness is unknown. Um, when we speak of the unknown, we have this thing called the known. So when we speak of the known itself, it is what we're actually experiencing, what it is that we experience. The unknown, again, we cannot use the known to speak of the unknown. Now, what we have, though, is this moment. We only have this moment. We don't have what has happened. We don't have what Brooke has said to you, because what Brooke has said to you is already the past. What I started saying to you, the first question I asked you, is already past tense. Everything I'm speaking to you about at this moment is already past. Now, when we speak about unknown, and when we're speaking of the unknown at this moment, we're not really speaking of the unknown. To live in the now is to know what the now is, and that which is now is observed. The now is what we speak of as the past. So you're saying now, well, there's that now. Which now are we speaking of? Because now is already past as I've read it. Now is already past as I state it. So it's not really now, because now itself is always past tense. Now is always going to be the past. As I speak it, now it's past already. So now is past. We speak of present. To acknowledge the moment as it's unfolding, there is not a moment that one will say is now, because each moment is now. Do we have what I've said? Because have I really said anything? Am I saying anything? Because all of it is a memory. I've only got one word at a time that I can possibly say. And each time I speak the word, it's already past tense. Now, I'm bringing you to this because of certain things that you've actually written. Where I want you to focus is your solar plexus. Your solar plexus at this moment is actually wide open. You're getting bombarded. Things are skewy. It's actually putting out to your sacral, and your heart chakra has been affected by it as well. Now, when I ask someone a question, I get them into their mind, and your mind itself is what I'm really not interested in, but the energy itself. You see, you have this particular energy, but the energy is blocked by your thought process, the way that you think and the way that you see. You're perceiving things, but the things that you're perceiving, aiming to understand them, you have to look for somebody else's interpretation. Now, that somebody else's interpretation is not really going to assist you. When you come to this point of being able to observe this moment as it's unfolding, that which is observing doesn't require assistance from somebody else. Look, that's not happening right now. If you keep thinking of it, when you think, this is for everyone, when you're focusing on something, you're giving it energy. The more focus you put onto it, the more energy you give. The more energy you give, the more it is present. It is in your reality. Now, what occurs at that moment is you start to respond to the imagination, because it is an imagination at this moment. Well, it's not. Is it happening as I'm speaking to you? So if you think it's happening right now, you're thinking it's happening right now. So to understand that right now it's not happening, the only thing that is happening is one will think that is happening, and the thought itself will create the effect that one has in the moment. So to be present and to understand what the unknown is not to expect something, to acknowledge this moment for what it is. What is happening right now, one can maintain this energy to be present and not allow the thoughts to interfere. Many don't understand that the energy that is around, and when you focus on the energy, you're giving that energy permission to actually interfere with you. It's not really an interfere, it's a contract that you make to actually interact. It's not a conscious one, but it is a contract. What you don't focus on, you don't give energy to, and then it doesn't have the effect on you. Some, yes, have persistence, but I would state at this point that your focus itself and the energy of that you're exerting externally is opening you up, and you do have a lot of rips in your aura as well. But that's because your focus is on the external world. It's not on the internal. Your aura needs a good cleansing, a good clearing. Your chakras are out. So you're not speaking. It feels that the words you speak, it's not that they're not true. The words are not your words. And you're speaking in a particular way that, because it's not yours, it doesn't really resonate in its highest energy, because you've got your own voice, but you're not using your own voice. Things sound right, so you'll express it. You need to bring yourself back to you. Um, I'm not going to go. I can go forever on this one. Um, there's a lot that you are going through, but a lot of it is thought based, and it is because your chakras are out at this moment. You're ungrounded, and that's where your mind is always running a million miles an hour. You're not seeing clearly. There are things that you can see, but you're not seeing them clearly. You're not speaking truthfully, your own truth. Your heart's closed because of things that are happening around you. Solar plexus way open, just open to all these energies that are coming through to you. You seem blocked at your sacral area, so there's that creativity which is there, but not really being exercised the way that you would normally exercise it. And again, not grounded. So a lot of work, a lot of work. And Brooke mentioned something earlier about beliefs. Question your beliefs. Question your beliefs. How are they truly assisting you? What is a belief? Where did you come to? How did you come to believe it? There's a lot of questions here, and there's a lot of depth within the questioning. So I hope that assists you, and I can go on forever, but I'm not going to go anymore because there's a lot more which goes a lot deeper than this as well. If you want to get more information, if you want to have a chat, yeah, you can contact us. But bring it back to you. Be present. You need a lot of work. Your aura needs a lot of cleansing. Chakras need realigning. And you need to bring yourself back to this present moment. Thank you, Jessica. People are distracted because their focus, it's not because the powers that be don't have any power. We give them the power. Where focus goes, energy grows. So what you focus on, it's your choice to focus on something. The more you focus on it, the more energy you give it, the more you get drained by it. It's happening. Everything is happening in the world. But if you really want to go into being present, what is really happening in the world, other than that which you have been told, what you're looking at? Where is your focus at this moment? Is it thinking about what is happening in the world, or is it listening? So,
Better
being
within.
present. Well, this is what being present is. There is one speaking, one should be listening. If one is not listening and one's thinking or scrolling or searching, well, their focus is all over the place.
Okay. Should we give away another reading? Courtesy of That's it.
Miss Tompkinson, I'm going to pick on you on this one. Um, oh, wow. You know, uh, to understand what you've just stated, you see, again, we work with beliefs. And because we believe certain things, that's what we experience. I'm not stating it's right or wrong, but when we start to look at centering, what we're acknowledging is that there is something to be experienced. What we're experiencing now, this is where how far can someone go? How if you can follow one, great. Um, there's an experience that one is having, but there is that which is experiencing it. What is the experience that one is experiencing? To understand that itself, to choose to feel, we should work that way. It's not that one chooses to feel something, it's one acknowledges what one is feeling. And the more one is centered, that which is closest to them is stronger than that which is furthest from them. And Cindy.
I hear the coffee grinder. Ooh. That's it. Angela's changing the subject. Yeah, that's it. Love and light, eh? Love and light, Emma. So, Cindy, are you going to pick someone for the reading, or are you going to run a number? What do you reckon, Cindy? Are you picking Emma? Or I should, Stathi, are you drawn to anyone?
It's still here.
We got Jem. We got Cindy.
It's still here and would like a reading.
Brianna's just saying hi, so that's like nonchalant, like, oh yeah, I'm here. If you're drawn.
Yeah. How are you, Emma?
Oh, well, that's a lot of love. Well, Jem and Kim have been on since the start of the show.
Yeah, I know. Let's go. Let's pick on them for a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, people, if you want a guaranteed reading, please donate. PayPal links in the show notes. And you know what, people, when the donated readings pay for the StreamYard, in high definition, of course, we're more likely to go live more often. Okay. Okay,
Where
Jim.
are you going? Who you got? You got Jim? Okay.
Yep.
You got Jim now. Kim, hang around. Oh, that's if Jen wants a reading.
Did you want a reading, Jim?
I presume.
Of course she wants a reading.
Yes, please. Go on.
Okay. One sec, Jim. One sec, Jim. Yep, can't find that anywhere.
Okay.
My vertebrae chart. Okay. You know, sometimes when we get triggered, or sometimes when we felt we'll deal something, something comes up and triggers us. Okay. Or, man, it's a pain in the butt because, so often we, as humans, we've got the perfect avoidance mechanism of changing the subject. There's an issue that there's something that it just feels like you've learned to deal with something and you don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to open a can of worms. Okay. And this has put you out of balance at the moment. This has put you right out of balance. Okay. And to the point where every time you try to deal with this issue, you just find yourself butting heads with yourself. It's like the intuition's talking to you, but you're closing it down. It's saying, like, this is coming up, right? But because the first card I've got for you is be open to healing information, and this card's come up before tonight, and for us to be open to healing information, what's come up underneath this is inverted is open your mind. That's telling me there's something that you've closed down, you've locked in and said that's how it is. Okay, but there's something still that you're not seeing. Okay, because this is unbalancing your energy. This is um there's, there's pressure there. Okay, and now as long as you keep this whatever this is unbalanced, this something's coming up that you don't want to deal with because things can be painful. When we have to deal with them, it's not always good stuff, Jeb. But this it just feels like there's something negative around you, and this is throwing your energy all over the place. Okay, so you're going to go into reaction mode. You're going to go into projecting. You're going to go into all these sorts of things. Okay, and it's coming in at the moment to be dealt with. Okay, I'm getting it. It needs to be dealt with because it feels like there's a lot of burden and because it's sensitive. Okay, but as soon as you can come out of your mind, okay, look what you're feeding in your mind because there's stuff around you that's good. Um, yeah, but it still feels like there's some pain, that's some negativity that you're focusing on at the moment, and this is what we do. The battle, the battle within, the biggest battle we'll ever face is the battle with ourselves. Okay, at the moment, you're being asked to look at what you're focusing at because sometimes we need to get off our chest, have the cry or whatever, or find someone to get a bit of venting done because it can be messed up. But there's still a lot of negativity that you're putting that's affecting your energy at the moment. Okay, whether it's coming from your mind, it's coming from the people around you, and it's time to nip it in the butt. This energy is coming up to be to the surface. Okay, to be separated from you. That's when the stuff comes to the surface, so we can separate it. Which is, it's not, it's not easy. It's not love and light crap. This is the work that we're going to do, and sometimes, okay. And this. Deep down inside, this because your intuition is talking to you, screaming out to you. Your higher self, whatever you want to call it, screaming out to you, going, come on, let's do this. But the way you're going about it, it's not happening. Okay, because look, it's your choice what you do. Jim. It's what your choice. But I got listening to intuitive messages underneath that. I've got inverted, move in a new direction. When that comes in inverted, that's saying your mind's stuck somewhere and how to go about it. Okay, so this is when we're going to go in. We're going to dig deeper, and we're going to start to go. The way I'm going about it is not working. Okay, because we pick up all these in our mind, and we create all these defensive routines because at one stage they protect us from something in life. But what happens is we go along in life, and this is why people get into ruts or people get into cycles, because they're using the same technique as they used like 20 years ago, because they used it as a kid and they don't even realize it, but they're just going the same way about it. And at the moment, there's the way you're going about healing something or dealing with something. It's an old structure that you're stuck in, an old routine that you're stuck in, and what it's saying here is it's time to change that, to change things up. Okay, because if we can't, if it doesn't work, we do it again. We just change the subject in ourselves. It's hard. It's not easy stuff, Jim. It's not easy at all. Okay, this is not everything's going to be, the next card says everything's going to be all right tomorrow. That's what everyone wants, but that's not reality. So this is a time to go within. Okay, it's on the table here. The cards are inverted. It doesn't mean bad. That means, look, it's on the table. It's right in front of you now. So it's time to. It's come up. It's come up, and your intuition wants, your higher self wants to work with you. Because if it doesn't start working with you, if you don't start working with it and start to change the way you're going about healing this, that imbalance is going to start to close down your heart. Okay, so it's time to bring in some self-love and get some nitty-gritty happening. Okay, so there's going to be tears, there's going to be pain, there's going to be highs, there's going to be lows, it's going to be all over the place. Okay, but it's about bringing your energy into balance at the moment. It's very important for you. But these things, they just tip us. They tip us, and it's just hard, Jim. It's just hard. But if life was easy, we'd all be cheesy. Because look, the Fox Spirit came up for you. The Fox Spirit's the Survivor card. When that card comes up, it's just reconfirming and just saying to you, look, the sun comes up every morning. The sun goes down at the morning, goes down in the morning from our perspective. But the fox is a survivor. Doesn't care about how it looks to other people. Doesn't give a crap what other people think. It just does its thing, goes about its business, uses its intuition, uses its wisdom. But at the end of the day, it gets through. It's a survivor. And it's time to trust in yourself. Okay? Time to trust in yourself and get your hands dirty. Know that you will get through whatever this is. Okay? It's just coming up to be cleared from you at the moment, to be sorted. Okay? That's interesting. See, look, this came in. This is your mind. When this comes inverted, this means it's directly in your mind. And this is the Seers card. See beyond your current situation. Okay, because as Stathi talks about, if you keep focusing on what has happened, you're going to put energy into it and make it harder. Okay, and you're going to get energy, it's going to build, and then then the emotions come in, and then we start feeding into the emotions, and then that reinforces our thoughts on it. And it creates a vicious circle in our mind, and it's draining, and it unbalances us, and it's hard. It's hard. And the only thing we can do is we can start to center ourselves, catch ourselves when we're feeding these thoughts and we don't even realize it. We're just going to negative. Wait a sec, what am I thinking about? We pull ourselves out of it. And it's a continual battle. But you know what? We get better at doing it. And it's hard at first. It's bloody hard at first. But, you're a survivor. You're a warrior. Okay? But, as you start to move things, as I said, look, as you open your mind, things are going to change, and as things change, there's help that you're going to get. There's help around you coming, but it's waiting for you to open yourself up and remove this stuff. And there's nothing wrong with going to see someone that might be able to assist you. Okay, but if it's just someone that goes, oh look, I've removed this for you. Yeah, you're good. Goodbye. Go somewhere else. Okay, because there's always more to it. And your last card is possess self-confidence. See, you're the survivor. You can do this. You've got this, Jim. Okay, you can go and get him. You go and get him. Hope that's assisted you. Got it.
Jim. We speak about there's only now. I hear a lot of people speak about there is only now, there is only now. To truly understand when one says there is only now, is to acknowledge that now what is occurring right this moment is the only thing that is occurring. Whatever is in your space right this moment, not what you think about, not what you're thinking of, it's what is happening right this moment. The rest of it is in your mind. What you're seeing right this moment, what you smell, what you hear, what you feel, that's happening right this moment. This is now. Anything else other than this moment is in the mind. If you believe you have an illness, that's in the mind. That's a memory. And all we're doing is going into the mind and allowing the mind to dictate what this now is. To be able to be present, to acknowledge it for what it is to acknowledge that all we have is right this moment. And everything else is just a memory. Everything you believe is a memory. So being present to understand what the now is to acknowledge that there is no moment outside of this moment. There is nothing that is going to happen. There is nothing that has happened other than that which one thinks. So everything that you think, everything that you remember, that's all in the mind. So that's not now, that's the past. Now is being present here and being aware of what is happening in this moment as it is happening. When one is present to that degree, the energy that one has is the vibration or the frequency is at a different rate than what one thinks it is. What one is doing at this moment is experiencing external energies and associating with them. Those external energies are also based on what one thinks that they're experiencing. And one bases it on that belief through that thought and experiences it. So what you're focusing on is creating a lot of drama for you. The more you focus on it, the more energy you give it. And it's not something that can be pulled away from it as easily as stated. And Brooke mentioned that as well. It's something to be aware of, and this is what it's about. It's being aware of what is occurring as it's occurring and not holding on to it, allowing it to just flow. This is the moment. Other than what is occurring as it's occurring, the rest of it is all in one's mind. Someone says something, again, we are strong enough to listen and not be offended by what someone has to say. I mean, someone can say whatever they want, and how we respond to that is up to us. We don't have to be offended by words. We choose to be offended by words, and that's all it is. Um, where you are at this moment is you're searching for something. It's there in front of you, and you know it's there because you've had a glimpse of it, but it's not clear enough to get back into it. It's because it's not to get back into. It's more for you to um, acknowledge things are not exactly what you think they are. And you'll start to see things a little bit differently as well. Accept that what it is, well, you can't undo it as well. So we have to accept things for what they are as they are, and we cannot undo that which we're observing, no matter how much we want to. We need to learn to accept. And acceptance is something that is, um, you might show that you're accepting, but I feel deep inside there's a lot of anger within you. There's a lot of uh, that anger is you're bottled up as though you're about to explode. The things are happening around you so quickly that you just want to explode and you're just holding yourself together. If you do not explode, if you do not scream and shout and let it all out, you will pop. It's not healthy for you. And a lot of that is creating a lot of thought processes which is not assisting you either. Um, I don't know how much you work on yourself and what you actually do, but I'd be working on your heart chakra at this point in time, which needs healing, and I'd be working on your sacral. It's not that your sacral needs healing, but the creative person that you are as well is lacking at this moment. So that'll assist with things to flow. Um, Walk barefoot as much as you can. Ground yourself. Be present. Go into the bush. Go into a park. Look at the trees. Be present with the trees in the moment. Um, don't focus on what's happening around you or think about what has happened. Go to the park and sit with the tree. Be with the tree. You're not a mother. See, again, so we all say we're mothers. I can respect the term mother, yes. You are in a role of that. Who you are is not based on what you add after I am. Um, these are roles and characters and parts that we play, we do. To know oneself in the present moment, um, to be present is to acknowledge things very different. Uh, we don't associate to titles. Uh, Brooke mentioned it earlier about putting ourselves in boxes. Uh, whatever, when someone puts a title on themselves, that title creates the box that one lives by that title afterwards. You're more than just a mother. You're more than just a partner, a daughter, or a wife. You're more than those titles. They're just titles. When you limit yourself to those titles, you're limiting yourself and being controlled by the association to those titles. When we start removing the titles, we have no association to them, then there's no control of that title. There's no energy from that title which controls you. So the more titles one has, the more alphabets they put on their names, the more I am this and I am that, the more I'm controlled by this and I'm controlled by that and I'm controlled by everything else that I want to be. So being present is acknowledging all of it. Being present is not associating to anything. It's to observe it and not to judge it, to allow it to be exactly what it is. That's the now. This is what the now is. The now is acknowledging everything that has happened exactly as it's supposed to happen. Everything that has been said exactly as it's supposed to be said. Nothing can be undone. Nothing can be changed. This is what accepting this moment is and acknowledging what now truly represents. Jim, I hope that helps you.
Was it Kim? Are you still there, Kim? Angelita.
Hey,
Hey,
Angelita.
Debbie. Hey, Nicole.
Debbie.
Oh, just as well, because we're about to give that reading away to someone else, Kim. We're that close. Um,
Give me a moment. I'll be right back. I'll be right.
what do you need to connect, Crystal? I mean, I get that. I get like, I'll be half asleep and I'll hear someone call out my name or say something as if I'm awake and they're in the room. But um, Crystal, do this if you choose to. Okay, what you do is you ask yourself a quick. Okay, just you relax yourself. You get all nice and calm, and say, "Does it feel light or does it feel heavy?" You can go, "Do I feel like I should connect with this?" Wait, just send yourself. Don't be biased. Feel the energy, and then say, "Should I not connect with this?" I see what energy you're feeling. So it feels heavy, darker, lighter. You can go with a yes. But you know, this these are just astral voices. Okay, lower astral voices, and yeah, the astral's full of stuff, all sorts of stuff. So it's up to you what you connect with. But this is the discernment that we're gonna work out for ourselves. So you'll have to start like dowsing, energy testing. Okay, okay, a good time to learn. Or get some. Well, here's another good thing. Get some. Get some protection against evil symbols. Put them under your pillow, and if you don't hear that, you don't hear the voice again. You know it was. Yeah, yeah, I hear. Okay. We were reading Kim. Sorry, Kim. Hey, Rena. Hey, Allison. Okay, messages for Kim. Message for Kim. Oh, Kimmy, what's going on? Under a lot of pressure at the moment. Kim, can I just get you to take a big breath in, a big breath out, big breath in, hold it, and then as you let it out, breathe into Gaia, and do that a couple of times. And when you breathe out, focus on your heart space. Okay, Kim, what are you letting in? Kim, you know, it's not easy, but getting out of our thoughts, feeding crap from the past, we can't control certain situations. We can't control what's happened. We can't take it back. We can't change it. Okay. And if we keep feeding the same thoughts, which they pop in by themselves, it's hard, right? We make it harder. We make it harder. And when we focus on this, gets it down, and this tears the crap out of our aura, the crap out of our energy, and other things start attaching to feed off of us. But look, you'll get through anything you want to. What's happening around you? Man, I've got the big weight on your shoulders. It feels like I don't know, like a monkey on your back. Okay, and it's got you seriously burdened. But the good news is if we can take control of our mind, we can take control of our emotion. We can start to deal better with what's our mind. We can start to deal better with our emotions because our mind amplifies emotions. Well, when we think about it, we give, as Stathi says, where energy flows, energy grows. Okay,
Focus goes, energy grows.
Is it what did I say? Something?
Yeah, something different.
I said, what did I say? Falcons go and Holden's blow. No.
Focus goes, energy grows.
Energy grows. Okay, look. At the moment, these cards are saying they're asking you to get on top of it. We've got amazing and powerful vessels, okay, that our consciousnesses are wearing. Okay, we've got all these amazing vessels that are more capable. So at the moment, you know what? Okay, there's stuff that you understand, there's stuff that you know how to do, and I got all these cards here. Okay, look, the bottom card of your main pile is inverted, see things from a high perspective. And the top card's inverted, is the High Priestess, harness the mystic power. Okay, this is basically saying get out of worry and take authority over and do something about it. Okay, it's like saying you've got the ability to do something about it. It's waiting for you to take charge because what's been going on with the thoughts, the feeding of the thoughts, the worries creeping in, and all this has just set you all out of balance. Okay, but we've got to, sometimes we just see what's going around and how bad it is, and we worry, and then we stress, and we worry, and we've got to shift our focus to the big picture, to the to the high dimensional game. And the moment you're being asked to buckle up, secure that mind, and go, I can do this. I can clear this. I can deal with this. I can take authority over this. But at the moment, you're trying to control the situation. You're doing, the best you can, best you're trying to do, and I'm getting that you need to dig deeper. Okay, because we do that. When things worry us on a superficial level, they say like the old saying, "All roads lead to Rome." The same thing with fear. This is with fear. We just try to put distance between it, but there's something that you're not seeing. There's something that needs to be understood. Okay, there's a lesson here. There's a lesson in everything. But in between these two cards that are saying, look, see things from a higher perspective, and muster up the strength to deal with your situation. I've got the shapeshifter, which is transform and unveil your gifts. So you've been giving an opportunity. You've been giving a catalyst at the moment. You've been giving a catalyst that can, really, really, really. You can go either way with this one. You can let it consume you. You stay at the bottom of the hole, or you can go, you know what? Fuck this stuff. I'm moving forward. Because, like in the future, man, I got like the King of Cups just waiting there to go, look, man, that's like you taking authority and saying, you know what? I can. So this is about you just getting on with it, dusting yourself off and going, you know what? I'm a little warrior. Okay? And I've got this. And you have got it. If you want it, you got it. But it just feels like the distractions are getting in there. You're getting distracted, or you're putting priority over this other stuff that you're going, oh no, I've got to deal with that. I've got to take that takes priority, and you're using your priorities or using the distractions around you, okay, to bury it under other stuff, so you don't need to look at it. But your intuition, your instincts, they're screaming out to you. Okay, they're screaming out to you to change. So what I'm getting from these cards is there's changes that need to be made, and you're well and truly capable of making these changes. Okay, but you got to see past your current situation. You got to see the bigger picture. You've got to harness your knowledge and put your knowledge into action. Okay, because there's some crap there that it's not good that you've been through. It's not good. It's heartbreaking. It's heart wrenching. This is part of the life. But trying to control too many of the too many things on a we do that. We try to control things on a superficial level, and then I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. I'm too busy. I got to do this, and then we use it as a distraction, and it just feels like you're distracting yourself at the moment. When there's some work, when you really need to be taking care of yourself and putting more time, Kim, more effort into yourself and going, you know what? I'm going to do something about this. Okay. Do it for that love of yourself. Okay. You've got to take care of your needs. We're going to do it. We're going to do the hard yards. It's not, I can go, this is going to work out. That's going to happen. It's all 3D, 3D crap. Okay, but we've got to get it right on all levels so we can have the experience in the 3D is just what happens. Okay, so get it happening. Get serious. Do it for yourself. Do it for the people that you love, but do it for yourself first. The last card I've got you is happy. Oh, he's so happy card. It says take responsibility for your actions. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's not the blame game. Kim, taking responsibility for actions, it is what it is, and we're the only interface. You're the interface with you in this world at the moment. You're the only interface. So by us taking accountability, it's all we can do. It's all we can do. Okay, because we're the interface from our perspective. We're our own interface from our perspective at the moment. Okay, it's all we can do. It's not a blame game. It's just how it is. Okay, Kim, I hope that's helped you, lovely. Good luck. Go hard, and God bless life, and it's fun sometimes, isn't it?
Kim, mm, what I would like you to do is, do you have a picture in front of you that you can quickly grab? A painting, a photo, it doesn't matter what it is. Is there anything, is there something in front of you that you can grab and have and look at this moment? If you do, great. If you don't, it doesn't really matter. I'll work with something else. But if a picture will work, it sort of helps with the visualization here. What I'd like you to do is, if you've grabbed the picture or a photo, now what I'd like you to do is just look at the picture. I just want you to look at the picture as a whole. Don't focus on anything in particular. Just look at the picture. Now, what I'd like you to do now is, if it's a person or a part of it, I want you to just focus on one part of the picture. I want the rest of the picture to go fuzzy. I want it to go into the background, and I want you to just focus on that one part of it. And I want you to observe how it's coming out into the surface. It's more obvious than the rest of it. When I speak about where focus goes, energy grows, now this is what that means. The more you focus on something, the more it stands out. You're giving it the energy for it to stand out. Now, you're exerting your energy for it to have existence. Otherwise, it's just there. You see, everything in front of you, everything that your eyes can see are just there. When you start to focus on one thing or another thing, or on this thing or on that thing, they start to stand out a lot more. That applies to the thoughts. When you start to focus on your thoughts, you're giving your thoughts that energy, and they become more of a reality, which then affects the body in the present moment. The body then reacts. If it's not aware, it reacts to its surroundings. And what does it normally find to react to? It's always somebody else. It's always easier to react towards somebody else. Now, that's because we focus and we put all our energy on things that we cannot undo. We also put our energy on things that we'd like to see, things that we'd like to see unfold, which sets us up for disappointment. Because if it doesn't work out the way that we visualize it, well, that's where the disappointment comes into it. So our focus comes to present, to here, now. Our focus goes to what we are in control of. What are we in control of? You're in control of this moment. You're in control of what you are going to do right this moment. You can get up, you can go and do whatever it is that you want to do. But anything that is in your mind, you cannot undo it. You can give it energy, and you can drain you and pull you into ideas and thoughts and presumptions and so forth. And you will lose yourself in it. And then when a situation occurs, all those thoughts and ideas get thrown out the window, because what is occurring just doesn't apply to the way that one was thinking. When we focus on the present moments, it's not the present moments we're focusing on. There is a reason I state that. We're focusing on ourselves, on the body, the vessel. As we focus on the body itself, the energy then that we're giving is to the body. We don't focus on what we thought. We don't focus on what we thought. We're focusing on what is occurring. And as we focus on what is occurring in this moment, we start to realize things very differently. Sorry, I was just trying to get rid of this person because I'm here on my own. Okay. Thank you. As we focus on this moment and we're focusing on ourselves, we're not thinking, and we're just observing what is occurring as it's occurring. The outer world, or the mind itself, then starts to go into the background. The thoughts are just there. They're just in the background. They're always there. We can't get rid of thoughts. when we speak about the monkey jumping from branch to branch, that's when we jump into those thoughts and we go on a little train ride with those thoughts. That's not what we want to do. We want to just be present. We want to be observing. We want to be in control of what we're doing. We want to be aware of what we're doing as we're doing it. And then when things are presented to us, again, we deal with it as it's presented to us. The more you do that, the more you'll stay grounded, the more you'll be here in the present moment. Your mind is wandering. It is all over the place. You're trying to work out something and you're looking there. You're not looking here. The more you come here, the more you come to the present moment, the more you come in and bring your focus to yourself, the more you'll start to give energy to yourself. It's not about you're going to feel better. You will feel better by focusing on yourself. But what you start to drop all that weight, that heaviness that you carry through those thoughts. You want to be weightless. You want to be light. You can look at that in both ways. So light as in something that glows, or light's the opposite of heavy. So the less thoughts, the lighter you become. If you look at it in that manner. So the lighter you become, then you're opening yourself to receiving what is occurring. Now, when I say what is occurring, there's a lot occurring in this moment. There's energy all over the place. There's energy everywhere. The energy, though, is in this moment. It's not outside of this moment. It's not in the next moment. It's not in what has already happened. This is where one connects to the energy. But to connect to that energy, you have to pull yourself away from the external distractions and bring your focus back to yourself. Less thinking, more observing, and observing also comes into, when I say observing, you're observing what you're feeling. You're not associating to what you're feeling. You're just observing what you're feeling. You're observing what is happening around you, but you're not giving it too much attention. You're observing on yourself. You're observing yourself. You're observing the body. Your awareness remains on the body. And that's what it comes down to. It's just being present, being aware of the body, and not thinking of this or that. Just observing. And pretty much what I'm saying is you need to silence your mind. So, Kim, I hope that's helped you. Thank you. We all want to know more. There's more to say. I mean, Brooke says as much as he can say, and I say as much as I can say, and I can go on. And Brooke knows that I can go on forever and ever and ever and ever about these topics. The main thing is that we need to bring it to ourselves. It is us. It's not what is happening outside of us. It's not what's happening in the world around us. That is where we lose ourselves. We give focus to it. We give our energy to it, and it drains us. When we start pulling ourselves away from the external world and come to the present moment and focus on ourselves. So right now, the world is doing what the world is doing. Bring the focus to oneself. One knows what oneself is doing. And that's what's more important. Yes, the world is important, but it's going to continue doing what it's going to do. We can change our thought process. We can change our focus. We can bring our energy back to ourselves. And as we increase, as we focus on ourselves and we put the energy back to ourselves, we start to increase and start to resonate back to our natural frequency, not the frequencies that we're attached to, that we're associating with. I mentioned earlier, when one has no title, and one does not associate to a title, one does not associate to words themselves, that which one is able to experience a lot more than the titles themselves allow them to experience. The belief that one carries is limiting one to the experience that is possible. Whatever you believe, that is your limitation. Your belief prevents you.
Nicole, I'm pretty sure you'll know when it happens. Um, and that last reading was donated by, paid forward by. You know how it mutes when we play the clips? I can still hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you as well.
Okay. Okay. We have a very special lady to read for.
Miss
Hey,
Angelita.
Angelita. Angelita.
Hey, Miss
And
Angelita, you want to come on live?
yeah, come on.
Okay, come on.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh,
Come
and
on.
I'll put your favorite I'll put your favorite background on for you. I mean, that one. Um, you're terrible, Muriel. Um,
Oh, come on.
well, hay is
No.
for
Oh,
hay is
come
for
on.
horses. I guess you could feed unicorns. I don't know if they like hay. We could
No.
probably pick a bale
What do
up
you
with their
mean,
head.
no?
No,
Come
no,
on.
no.
I'm going to give you a hard time.
She was talking about the unicorn meat.
Okay. You coming on live? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Brooke will send
Okay.
you the link.
Okay. I'll send it to you in Messenger if I can. Yeah, I'll just put it on. I'll just put it in the show notes. She is so nice, Nicole. But we're Australian, and when we like someone, we razz them up. It's the Australian way. Fair enough. Okay. We'll let you go. To the bus stop. Okay. What? Oh, you don't want her to see you getting reading. Are you ashamed of us, Angelita? Okay. Just sitting yourself, Angelita. Aren't you the little ball of energy? Um, Angelita, don't watch out for expectations at the moment. Things are going to play out the way they're going to play out. Okay. Sometimes we do go through crappy stuff sometimes. Um, Not because it's our karma, because the lessons for someone else, and we're helping someone else through their stuff. sometimes directly. It's not always us. Okay, I just feel that there's something's not quite the way you want it. And don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You'll be right. You'll be right. How does that feel? Is that feeling lighter? Is it? Just check on your third or fourth vertebrae. And you need to look that on your phone when you're on the bus. Your third or fourth vertebrae, around the third or fourth vertebrae, and just see what comes up. Is something that you're going through, or relate to something you're going through at the moment? There's a bit of dense energy. Just look up vertebrae, and they have them all listed with spiritual stuff like the chakras. Because it feels, on the back of my head. It's very important for you to know your rights at the moment. Know your rights. Because it just feels like the system's going to be challenging you in something at the moment. They're going to do something shifty, which they're going to do, but just eyes open, and don't feed into it. Okay. Which means you're going to have to hold that positive space in your mind. Okay, so this would suggest that manifestation, the art of manifestation, is on the table for you at the moment. It's time to really look at those thoughts, those worries. What are we creating? Okay, so you get something negative to what you're dealing with come into your mind. Shift it to something positive, or rewrite the scenario. Don't get attached to the outcome, but rewrite it. And just watch. I just really feel that there's just watch those thoughts at the moment. Okay. 1 second, Angelita. What are you around at the moment? How are you feeling at the moment? Yeah. It almost feels like something's following you around, trying to get in, trying to attach. You know your stuff. Just watch out for it. So there's some imbalances coming in. So this is about you at the moment. For you, it's like it's time. If you can hold that space in your mind, the emotions, because there's going to be emotions creeping in, triggers creeping in, emotions creeping in. This is about the battle of the mind for you at the moment, keeping you out of reaction mode, because things are going to be, you know what it's like. Things come in, man, they can be overwhelming. They can pile on top of us. Okay. They can pile on top of us, and we can get sucked into it. Me too. We're all human, and we get sucked into the emotion. We get the thoughts, and it's a continual battle. And it just feels like there's stuff that's going on, and in the mind, thoughts, if they can attach themselves and they can help amplify an emotion, it's going to send you into reaction mode. Okay, so this is this is inner strength. This is the battle within. This is the battle of the mind. This is taking authority over it. You know how all this is done. Okay, so it's really time to hold that space in your mind. Become that still mind. That warrior of the mind. Otherwise, it's gonna these things. Yeah, it's just the things are all around us trying to balance us, unbalance us. Okay, but we've got to get out your reaction. Got to go to action mode because you always get through everything. You're good, you know. Um, but if you're meditation at the moment, centering yourself, really just spend a lot of time at the moment just recharging, retreating. Make sure that you're spending time grounding, clearing your mind, clearing your energy. Just get on top of that, okay? And you'll get through whatever is around you at the moment. Okay, but this is going to be a catalyst. This is going to be a catalyst not only for change and understanding yourself. It's going to be just a catalyst for growth. But it's time for you to do that work. And when things are going to, it just feels like there's going to, I'm getting things going to. There's going to be some bombardment. There's going to be emotions, but when you shift your thought and understand your emotions, that you can shift it. Okay, you can shift it, and it's all about holding that space, holding that centered space, because that's the funny thing is, I know that you do the work, and we do the work, and when you keep doing the work and you keep moving forward, man, you start dealing with bigger things. Okay, we don't mean to scare people, but the bigger things come up, the bigger challenges come up, the bigger energies come up. And if we don't get on top of our game, I mean, I'm always talking to Stathi, and he's like, oh, stand up again, man, and like, clear yourself off. And, well, he just tries to bring me back to center and out of my mind. Okay. So this is all about holding your space and staying grounded, because there's too much thought, too much thinking, too much energy thinking of the past, what could be, what could happen, how it's going to turn out. You're human, we do that. Okay, but it's too much of the mind in the wrong place when it should be centered. It's all about centering for you at the moment. Okay, it's about staying rooted, grounded, and playing the high dimensional game. Okay, because the situation, you can see past the situation. It's just, this is just, everything happens for a reason. It doesn't matter if it doesn't happen for a reason. What is whatever happens. Okay, and you got to play the strength game, and that starts with the mind. Because as we feed the energy, emotions come in. So this whole reading is about you just realizing it and using all those tools. Sad is an energy. Okay, it's a low vibration, and if you feed it, you take it on board. Okay, I can feel a table in front of me, but I'm not a table. People go, oh, I feel sad, but you're not sad. It's just what you're feeling. Okay, so stay strong, right? But stay just some grounding, getting out of your head. It's all coming up. Get out of your head, and center yourself. Okay, because there's emotional emotional roller coasters are always, there's always something coming up and everywhere. Okay, but it's warrior time for you, Angelina, and get on top of that. Get on top of the emotions. Get out of reaction. Don't take on board the emotions. Just understand them. Understand them for what they are, and you'll be right. Okay. Because you're a very strong empath. You pick up energy, and it can be overwhelming some days, and we've got to remind ourselves to. I'm the same too. I get overwhelmed because I pick up a lot of energy, and we got to pull ourselves back out And just remind ourselves that it's not us, it's just energy. And then we're going to pull ourselves back. Okay? This is part of the parcel. This is part of the game. Okay? And you got this. You got this. And your last card is. That's the last. It says take responsibility for your actions. I'm going to give you another one. That was the last one I pulled out. Unless you want that card. But you donated, so I'll give you another one. And your happy card is. Abundance is your right. Stay away from Starbucks. All the coffee cups are the same size. I hope this assisted you.
No, Angelator. Do I have 5 minutes with you? 10 minutes? 15 minutes? How long do I have? When do you have to go? In 5
Right.
minutes? In 10 minutes?
Into the Fat Unicorn Sings.
Miss Angelita. How long do I have? 10 minutes, okay. I want you to bring your focus to your throat, to the back of your neck, or your shoulders, neck, mate. I just want you to focus on it. Just be aware of that area. I don't want you to do anything other, just be aware of it. Bring your focus to your solar plexus. Listen. Och, nas. Ishman knao nosot ioromana. If nato iuku an at uman. Let me know when you're starting to feel warm. Bring your focus to your heart chakra. Nanoyak nayonomiyan anot ik unohuman. Bring your focus to your base chakra. I want you to bring your focus back to your neck, shoulders area. Focus on your left shoulder. Um, Bring your focus to your heart chakra. Ishano ikiatanos. Aunat inas yush umat iknas. Do some clearing around your solar plexus. That's the main area. It's not really cord cutting. Just um, close yourself off. Just shrink it. You need to shrink your solar plexus down a little bit. You've got a big connection happening. It's not a negative. It's overwhelming you, and it's presenting a lot of things. A lot of things have been presented to you. Overwhelming. Um, uh, I'm going to say that the best thing to do at this moment, with all of that which has been presented, is just keep your focus on your heart chakra. Um, you don't need to do anything with what's been presented. There's interferences there, and sometimes you're not getting it clear and it's not coming clear. But I don't focus on that too much. Uh, the interference is just trying to stop it from coming through. You don't need to do anything other than be aware that there's energy that is assisting you at this moment. Um, your thoughts are distracting you as well, so you've got a lot of things happening around you. Um, they're taking away your focus on yourself. And yes, what you do always assists you because you bring yourself into the moment to be able to do it. Keep doing that and keep yourself focused on your heart chakra. Keep your solar plexus smaller than what it is. It's big, it's healthy, it's just very bright. But that's just drawing a lot of energy in as well. So you're pulling in people and you're drawing a lot of that energy. It's not affecting you, but it is putting other things out at this moment. So just work on your solar plexus a little bit. Bring your focus to your heart chakra and allow that which is coming to just come. Don't try to make sense of it. Make sense of what you can make sense of. The rest of it, just allow it to be. The educated mind is trying to understand too much, and the educated mind is not going to understand what this is. It's not based on what you believe it is. It goes further from that. So just allow yourself to receive. Um, keep yourself heart chakra, keep yourself present, grounded, and just keep your solar plexus lower. How do you do that? Try not to focus too much on individuals. That's one way to do it. Only when you really have to. Keep it to family, keep it to now close by. Um, grab yourself a stone, a crystal that will assist you with just the balancing. Clear quartz, that'll actually do the job as well. So just sit it at your solar plexus area. Your sacral's fine, but you need to be more creative, more um, active. Creative is, be more creative. Then I'll have that, but there's no issues there. You're speaking fine. Don't focus too much on what you're seeing. That will be a little bit distorted. Focus on what you're feeling more than anything else, and just keep it with your heart chakra. If it feels right from here, it's right. Don't work with what's going on in there at this moment. I hope that helps. Enjoy it. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I was going to say, Angelina, I'll send you this quartz. It'll clear up the back of the neck, but the weight of it will probably cause other neck problems if you wear it around your neck. I am being silly, aren't I?
No, we can be silly.
Yeah, you're not having my Lemurian. This is my pride and joy of my Lemurian. It's not as good as Stathi's crystals, but he has amazing connection.
I think I have Miss Cindy, got an empty cup.
I'm getting there.
I'm mute. Have I gone mute? Have I
No,
frozen or
no, I can
something?
hear you. I can hear you.
No, I've gone. You can hear me. Yeah,
I can
I'm
hear you.
gonna.
But
Um,
we're in trouble now. What's up,
Paul was going
Cindy?
to go make his coffee
Oh, okay. Yeah,
for
yeah.
him
My
all.
brother's. Yeah, my brother made me a coffee. He's such a good boy.
Yeah,
Um,
you,
okay, people, if you would like a guaranteed reading, please donate. Any amount will do. Um, hey, what are they? Yeah, burp. Wait till the bus comes, and the same for the bus. You get on the bus and you do a big burp. That always works. Hey, Michelle, how you going? Okay. While we're waiting for Stathi, I might do. I might do some 3 card pulls. Okay. Um, just letting you know, people, we have 2 support groups. We have this support group. If you're interested, the links are in the show notes. And also, we have a Discord channel. Oh yeah, man, I was at work today. I was doing gardening for a client, and I think Stathi was in the garden at home, and we were just had the earphones in, and we were yarning along all day on Discord, talking about all sorts of stuff. This is where you can find us a lot of the time, and we talk about spiritual things, talk about life. And you can just search for that Discord group. Realize, real lies. Great name. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of. I'll do some short run out pulls. So look, if you're on an extended reading and you just want a quick card, okay, put a 1 in the comments section once, and I will give you a. A run out reading. Okay, Jackie. Here's the first one. Jackie, what do you want? What do you want? Seekers, animals, or moon deck? Seekers, Animal, or Moon deck. You pick one. Seekers. Okay. Goodbye, Animal deck. You can go back where you were. Okay. Okay. Matches is for Jackie. Jackie, start getting some Mullen tea. Mullen tea would assist you right now. Well, I've got Catalyst come up for you, Jackie. At the moment, there's something in your life. Okay, and look, it's not your fault. It's not your doing. It's someone else. Okay, but look, you're going to pay this. This has come up. This is to show you something. We can sit there in our mind getting pissed off with someone or something that's happened, or we can go, you know what? Okay, usually when we try to work out the reason, there's something in the situation for you at the moment. Okay, that you did not bring on. Okay, that's there to assist you. That's there to be catalyst to help you. Okay, because at the moment, I don't know if you're pissed off about something or what someone's done, but this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity for you to grow. This is the opportunity to come into the heart space, express gratitude. This is here to open your mind, to help you with your growth at the moment, to help expand your consciousness. And when we get caught up in the nitty gritty and the blame game, when we go into judgment, and we go into judgment because we're still in self-judgment. Okay, there's always something in every situation that you can take from every situation, so don't let it be in vain. Or if we don't learn the lesson, usually the same vibration that we use to attract that lesson, we're still putting it out. So this is where you got to go in, and you got to come from that heart space at the moment. You got to open that mind and go, what is there for me to take from this situation? There's always something for you to learn. It might be indirectly, but that situation, that unfair judgment has come up for you at the moment to teach you something, okay? To learn as a catalyst. So time for you to look into that. Oh, while you were gone, I just thought I'd do some quick runouts. Hey, Mandy.
Okay. Hey, Miss Mandy.
Okay.
Am I frozen? Because you're frozen, I'm frozen on my end.
You're frozen. I look good, but I don't know which end it's from. But I can still hear you though. See, look at him, people. He's so good at meditating. He can just like freeze in time and be purely present. No, it's just a glitch. No, I can't hear you. He's still there. Can anyone hear any of us? Not frozen here. Oh, you got the heater on, Mandy. I can't hear Stathi at all. Cindy, can I hear you?
Yeah, I should be fine.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Two Stathis. My God, what is the world coming
to? I have no idea how that happened. I have no idea what's going on.
God, two of him, please.
Oh yeah, how would you feel like that? Two Stathis in your car. You'd have to stop for twice as much coffee. Um, okay, who was next after Jackie? Did you have anything for Jackie?
No, I wasn't there. So no.
Okay. Okay, Nicole. Nicole, at the moment, you're looking, you're like, oh, things are this way or they're that way. Okay. And this is taking over your mind at the moment. This is creating your reality. You're like, oh, what's going to happen with the house? What's going to happen with the house when I'm getting the house? If that's the thing, right? Look, the universe doesn't always work the way we think it works. Okay, so the unknown is the unknown, and we're going to make peace with that. But at the moment, I got the be a service card coming in inverted. Okay, so this and the be a curious creature being inverted, and so instead of going around and worrying about when's it going to happen, okay, it's time for you to look at your end on what you can do to help the situation. Okay, what steps can you take? Have you done everything that you can? Okay, because the unknown's the unknown. Okay, until it unfolds. Yeah. Sometimes we get glimpses of timelines. We all do. But sometimes we've just got to make peace that we do not know 100%. So we go clinging to who will tell us something that will take our fear of the unknown away. Okay, so it's time for you just to take a step back. Okay, what can I do on my end? As long as I'm doing everything I can on my end, things will work out better. Okay, if you keep worrying about it, okay, it's gonna create more frustration and energy on your end. Okay, I hope this assisted you.
Nicole, Jim, Tim. Um, uh, I know Brooke has said it to you before, and I've said it to you before as well. Um, it's what is occurring right this moment. When you bring your focus here and accept things for what they are, it doesn't make it right or wrong. It just that's what they are. Um, things will just flow a little bit easier. But if you're going to be in your mind stressing and thinking of, and that's all you're doing. You're just going to be stressing your mind that you're going to stress yourself out. It's always about being present and accepting things for what they are, acknowledging that this is where I am, this is the situation that I'm in, and well, now let's look at what I can do about where I am right this moment. So until whatever is going to unfold unfolds, what can you do right now? Do that. Not what you could possibly do tomorrow, but right now, what you can do right this moment, do that and focus on doing that. The rest of it will unfold accordingly. That's all I have.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, Michelle, did your family, is that like a family member invented the carby? Invented the side draft carby? No? The Weber? Great carby. What do you got on your Moog, man? Are they the SUs? Are they or are they Webers?
They're the issues.
Okay, just checking.
No, the Webers are sitting in a box,
Okay,
dust free. I need to build a manifold for it.
yeah. Okay, we're petrol heads. Excuse me. Is there something you need to speak, Michelle? Is there something that needs to come out? Okay. Look, everyone experiences theirs to have, Michelle. It's theirs to experience, it's theirs to do. Okay, but at the moment, it just feels like, worrying about other people. We do worry about other people, but, do we need to, we can't always tell people what to do. They make their own choices. But you're being asked at the moment, it just feels like there's something going around and you're saying, you should do this, you should do that. Someone do this, do that. Okay. Time to look deep down in your heart and go deep down inside and go, am I coming from the heart or am I coming from the head? Because it feels like, there's, with whoever you're dealing with, or there's someone around you that you're dealing with. Okay. It would be more beneficial to come from the heart space, to reassess things, come from the heart space and go, how am I going about it? Because it just seems like there's an old pattern. There's an old pattern that keeps reoccurring. You'll end up, it's just, sometimes we wear thin with people. Sometimes we can't do anything for someone else. It's up to us just to come from that heart space and in acceptance, if we like it or not, and see things for what they are. Okay, because and sometimes we just need to step away, and we just need to be a service to ourselves. Okay, so look at the motivations. Get out of the old patterns. Look at the motivations. Okay, open the heart and just put yourself in someone else's shoes. Okay, and just see what's going on. Okay, because it just feels like you're doing your head in over something, or something's just itching away at you, and it doesn't need to. Okay, it's a perspective. Doesn't matter who's right or wrong. It's just a perspective. Okay, and there's, if you come from that heart space, there's going to be more options open to you in your current situation. I hope that's helped.
Michelle, if you've listened to what we've been saying, it's all about being present and bringing it to this moment. Now, right now, just visualize a book in your hand. That book is representative of everything that has happened up to this moment. So right now, there is nothing that is going to unfold. There's nothing. There's just that which has already happened. Now, all that's in the book. Let's put that aside. That book is called Michelle Weber. Right now, what is it that you're after? Not what the book says, not what's written in the book, not what's already happened. Right now, what is that you're really after? Because if you don't know what you're after, because it feels like there's a search there, but don't know what the search is. Don't know what you're looking for. That's what it feels like. What is it you're looking for? When you know what it is you're looking for, things will become a little bit clearer. And until then, there's that questioning of what is it. There's a lot of what is it. There's something that's missing there. There's something that's not. It feels like there's something off. Not certain which direction to go to, and that's all I'm getting when I bring my focus towards you. The question still arises, what is it that you are truly looking for? And I'm going to leave you with that.
Thank you, Angelita.
Thank you. Thank
We're
you.
done, Jackie.
Thanking you.
We're done, Jackie. Cindy?
No, Jackie's next.
No, we did Jackie. We started with Jackie.
Jackie's done.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, we're not paying her enough. That's why she's doing it.
I know.
No,
I'll add another zero. I'll add another zero.
I'm in the
Lucky you,
present.
Cindy.
2.5 hours ago. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's fine.
Thank you.
Michelle, this is to everyone. This will apply to everyone if you really listen to, you see, each individual, the message is the same for everyone. Everyone has a story. You all have a story. That's good. That story is not what's happening at this moment, although this is part of your story. Now, to look at something completely different, don't use that story. Leave your story behind you. Leave whatever it is that you remember behind you, and don't use any of that and start creating a new story. So can you do that? Create a new story without using any of the old story. We all want something new, but we're always using the old thoughts and the old beliefs, aiming to bring something new in. How do you bring something new if you're using the old?
Yeah, we keep manifesting the old. Oh, shh, quiet. Emma's back.
I don't know. I want to
Okay,
pick on Emma. I want to pick on Emma. Yeah, let me pick on you. How are you doing, Emma? Long time no speak. When we speak of being present, there's a whole process to. Oh, you didn't leave. You've always been there, sneaky.
Lurking.
Yeah, lurking. That's the word I'm thinking of. When we come to this present moment, to truly understand what the present is to acknowledge that which has already occurred. Right this moment, everything I'm stating, everything I'm speaking, every word that you're hearing is the past. It's already happened. To understand what is happening is to understand and to acknowledge that this moment is becoming a memory. Everything from this moment is a memory. You don't have an observation or a visual of what is going to be. What you have is what has already happened. This is the present moment. When you come to the moment, when you come to this moment, and you're acknowledging that this moment is literally unfolding, with each word, it is a new word. Each word that I'm speaking being a new word is becoming the old word. Now, when you come to here and you are that acknowledgement of the words themselves, there's nothing left. There's just listening. And you're listening to yourself. Now, when you start listening to yourself, there's something that actually occurs in the present moment. You stop speaking in old language. So we are speaking a particular old language, is speaking based on the past. To speak present, it is not about the words that I'm speaking. The words that I'm speaking are old words, creating a moment for one to acknowledge. Once you acknowledge that these words are old, these are all in the past, these are all in your memory, that which one is that which is aware of the memory, observing this moment unfolding. There's nothing coming. This is all there is. And all there is now a memory. Everything other than this moment is in one's mind. To be present is to literally be aware of this moment as it's unfolding. Flow. No. Allow yourself to just be without an association of who you've been told to be. That is what the present moment is. The present moment is that which is aware of this present moment. The present moment is observable. It is the experience that we are having. That is what the present is, an experience. We don't experience the present because we're always thinking. We're in the mind. We're thinking and we're thinking in the past. So we go into the past. We're looking for the future. So anybody that's looking for tomorrow is living in the past. Because right now, today, is yesterday's tomorrow. So already in tomorrow, but we call it today. We can never be outside of this moment. Dao. The power of now, yes. Yomat iknaso noisha unas. When you come to now and you're just observing, you're not thinking, you're not doing, you're just observing. What is one observing? That which is being done. Everything that I'm doing, every movement is already a memory. When we speak about aligning and grounding and censoring, right now, everything is around me. I am the center. Dao. There is no after this moment. There is just this moment unfolding. Dao. Nayokumat ioshonoman. Isa iototo iak. We open ourselves up to what one calls the higher self, the experiencer. That which is experiencing this life. That which is experiencing this life is the same that has experienced a previous life. The name is just an experience. The belief is an experience. This moment is an experience. The experiencer will continue to experience as this moment unfolds. So we always speak about the moment, but to be in the moment, you let go of your beliefs. Your beliefs are in your mind. When you let go, detach from the beliefs, detach from the mind, Dao, then oneself can just be oneself.
Lynn, are you still there? Still there,
We
Lynn?
have pay it forward, don't we?
Yeah, we're going to do Lynn and then we're going to pay it forward. Are you there, Lynn? Didn't forget about you. Well, the cards basically say long story is what you said. So she comes back, I'll give her another one. Okay, we have a pay it forward courtesy of the lady that loves unicorns. Angelita. She loves unicorns. She does not endorse unicorn meat at all. So, do you want to run a number for Angelita? Cindy, do you want to pick a number and run a number? Yeah. She loves unicorns, Ian, so I'll razz her up. So, people, pick a number. If you have not had a reading, pick a number between 1 and 11. And whoever gets the lucky number gets the lucky reading.
Oh. I just looked at the number and I forgot it. There you go.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at it. Wouldn't know. But Cindy has it all sorted because she's the world's greatest production manager. Man, what a suck up I am.
No.
I mean it, Cindy. So,
Keep going, people.
have another
Have
go.
another go.
Oh, I feel my stomach plexus getting empty.
You've had a reading, Jackie.
Okay. Ian. Ian. Whatever's happening at the moment, Ian, don't worry. You'll get on top of it. You'll get on top of it. You'll get on top of it. Just an inconvenience at the moment. Look. Ian, you're a survivor. What are you feeding in your mind at the moment? Okay. Let go of it. I mean, usually quite positive, but, sometimes things happen, as I was saying before to someone else, it's not always our reason. We're there to we're there to help other people experience other stuff. You're a survivor. Okay, but you've got to start recognizing that in your mind and feeding that, because at the moment when we're going to worry, when we worry about money, we go, all we do is we stop worrying about, try this. You just stop worrying about, don't give a shit about money and just do everything you can do at your end. Because when we start worrying about stuff, that's when we create the lack. That's when we go to negative manifestation at the moment. Okay, but it's time to survive. It's time to just stick it out. I don't know if you, whatever your business in, or you got a new business, but sometimes we just got to write it out as best we can. And things get tight. Things get all over the place. Okay, and it's stress. But when we, it's hard, not easier said than done. But we don't want to feed the stress. Okay, we don't want to feed the stress because then we just create more black. We do the negative manifestation thing. We go into our mind, as Stathi was saying just before. We go into our mind and we use that to create more of the stuff that we haven't got. Okay, so it's all about that mind game. Taking that high ground, taking that mind game, making that choice to hold that space, to stand that ground, to stand firm. And, things don't always play out the way we want them to play out. It doesn't matter. We're still going to stand firm. We're still going to take authority over our mind, over our thoughts. And we're going to play the high dimensional game, okay? Because at the moment you are getting asked to hold that space, hold that positive space, okay? Well, it's all, this reading looks like a manifestation reading. Okay, about how you're going about manifestation. Stathi just gave you the long rundown on how we create, on how we manifest, being present. Okay, so it's about you, okay, being 150% honest about yourself, about the situation. Okay, because sometimes we make excuses, we ignore flags, we ignore red flags, because we want something to happen, because this work in my favor, or that. Okay, we ignore the warning signs. Okay, so at the moment you're being asked to be 100% brave and honest with yourself. What is your gut saying? What is your instinct saying? You got to hold that positive. You're going to be a survivor, but you got to stand that ground, hold that space, and do it in 100% honesty. Otherwise, we just end up creating another illusion. We can ignore the red flags and go, oh, no, as long as I be positive, I'll be good. But they're there for a reason. They're there to take note. Trust your intuition. Trust your instincts at the moment. Very important, okay? Intend and create. You're a creator. Yeah, you focus on the positive, but sometimes we've got to take note of the negative too. Otherwise, we're creating another false reality. Okay, we have to deal with it all. We don't sit there and focus, but if something comes up, take note. Okay, very important. Okay, because this is a learning curve for you. Okay, so this is a time to look at old patterns. This is why, look, coming under the Be Brave and Honest, the Knight card. Okay, that's the hardcore card. That's like the hardest core. It's like, man, it's like the card almost says, "Stop lying to yourself." We'll do it. Okay, we tell ourselves all sorts of things. We don't deliberately do it. We get caught in cycles. It's our human nature, but the power is on you at the moment to be 100% honest about yourself, and be. Yeah, don't leave anything to chance, because I've got the wise one coming inverted globally in your current situation. Okay, so that's talking about, okay, look, okay, things are going to work out. There need to be some changes made, and you need to make some changes the way you go about things. Okay, just really time to get on top of it and have a good thing. I mean, hold that positive space. I mean, you don't want to be the love and light airy fairy, like, oh, just be positive. Okay, no, look, we're in this reality. We're going to take note of things. We're going to get on top of things. We're going to do it. There's no way around it. Okay, so just be 100% honest and take authority, man. It looks here like you're going to take authority, but it's still a choice on your behalf. Okay, and start to be passionate. Start to be passionate. You want to do something, be something you're passionate about. Okay, or find the passion within. Find something within that business, not all that you're doing, to be passionate about, to love. Because, when you love something, then you believe it. When you believe something, it's easy to manifest. Okay. And your last card I've got for you is worry is a wasted emotion. It doesn't say worry creates success. It says it's a waste of energy. And it just, as I said at the start, it's a manifestation. It's a manifestation reading. You're the manifester. So go and get him, in. Go and get him, bro. Hey, that's assisted you. Hey, that reader.
You've already set a focus. Your focus is on what you've just typed up there. There's a lot of things that are occurring around you, but at this moment, what you're looking at is what your focus is on. So they're pretty much being ignored. There's a lot that's been ignored because of the focus that you have at this moment. Now, other than that, there's not certain, but something's been introduced to your system that sort of seems to be affecting your energy. It's keeping the vibration low. It seems as though your focus is very down here. It's there's no balance between higher and lowers. It's just on a lower frequency at this moment. But with the focus that you have, which is based on low frequency focus, it's there. Now, I can only suggest and recommend getting into meditation, working on your chakras, and working on being present. I'm about being present and not about what could occur down the track. That could occur. Things can unfold. The possibilities are endless to what can unfold. When it comes to speaking about a business, I won't speak about a business because you'll be paying me a lot of money to bring you my expertise on a business. And I state that for many reasons. Business itself is something that we create in our mind. And to create that business, we start to think about how we want it to run and what the purpose of it is. Now, if that business is part of you and that's how you run it, you can actually work with it on a high energy. But if it's just a business and that's all it is, it's going to be a business and the frequency will be on a low frequency and the focus itself will be on a low frequency. So not getting too much into that aspect of it, bringing it back to where you are at this moment. Your focus is what is keeping you outside of the present, because you're so far ahead of yourself. You're looking into the future, trying to see how things are going to work out, or focusing on how things you want them to be. So you're missing out what is occurring as it's occurring because you're projecting at this moment. Brooke's speaking about manifestation. Yes, we're all manifestors. So you are a manifester. Everyone's a manifester. How you manifest really depends on the clarity that you have. And that clarity is by centering yourself and doing the meditation and working on the spiritual aspect, as they would say, using that word spiritual. Bringing yourself to the center and being calm and being certain with the decisions that you're making, the decisions that you want to make. Make them on the certainty that that is the right decision for you, and whatever unfolds, at least you know that you did make the right decision. So whatever the outcome is irrelevant afterwards. You cannot determine or control the outcome of the decisions that you make now. What happens after this moment happens after this moment. So bring your focus to yourself. Get to understand what your chakras mean. Your sacral is the creative aspect of it that can do with a lot of work. Your voice, speak your truth. Doing something like this, speak truthfully. The more truthful you are, the more honest you are. Don't waver from what you see for yourself. Express it as clear as you can. And the more clear, the more truthful you are, the more present you are, the more you'll flow with whatever it is that you want to do. Other than that aspect of it, work on your chakras. Work on being present. What tomorrow brings tomorrow will bring whenever you see tomorrow. But until then, work on yourself. Bring your focus back to yourself. Take time out for yourself, whether it is, as I state to others, go to a park, go to the forest, be present. Enjoy that time on your own. Don't think about what is going to happen and what has happened. Just enjoy the moment. I hope that helps.
Oops. Okay. I'm getting I'm getting to that time of the night.
Yeah, it's getting to that time of the night.
Yeah. What is it?
Loretta, you know what I'm going to say to you, Loretta, about knowing yourself, who you are? I'll tell you this much. It's not what you've been told.
Well, I'm glad we
to know who you are. Yeah, it's simple as that. To know who you are, don't work with what you've been told. If you believe what you've been told, then you are what you've been told.
I told myself that I'm hungry.
You see, if you're going to work on what you've been told, you're going to be that's what you've been told. Don't you get that? You want to know about who you are. To know who you are, who are you going to ask? I'm going to tell you that you're, I don't know, you're born from a tree. There you go. You're a tree. You see, does it really matter what someone tells you? To know oneself is to know oneself, not what you have been told you are. You look deeper than that. So you go past what you've been told. Understand what you've been told is what you've been told. You either are what you've been told, or you're acknowledging that you are not what you've been told. Now, once you can start to accept that you are not what you've been told, you can start looking to understand what you're not, and hopefully you'll find out what you are. But if you go around asking others to tell you who you are, you're always going to be that. Okay, you see, yeah, go on, be a Pleiadian. Loretta, not because of that. Listen, to know who you are, tell me something. How do you know what a Pleiadian is? What is an Acturian? How do you know those? Do you know them? Did you hear them? Someone mentioned it?
Isn't that someone from Melbourne?
Oh,
that's Victoria.
To know oneself is to know oneself, and not the story that one wants to associate with. To go to a depth of knowing is to remove yourself from any form of association. When you start to say, I am, whatever it is you want to say after that, again, you weren't here earlier, but the title, whatever name that you put, that itself is your limitation. That's it. If you want to be a Pleiadian, go be a Pleiadian. You want to be a Turian, be a Turian. What I don't really get is why people want to be something other than what they are. And to know what one is, well, stop associating to what you've heard. Stop associating to, here we go, I'll say it to you. Stop associating to anything that comes from your ABCs. Okay, well, when let the Galactic Federation tell you who you are then. So I don't know what the Galactic Federation is. I have no idea what it is. I've heard the name before. I've read about it. I can tell you what I've read. I can tell you what I've been told. Other than that, um, so everything is there that one can go and do whatever it is that one to do. How do you know who you are, though? How would you know if all you're doing is going, okay, you tell me who I am, or can you tell me who I am, or you're telling me who I am? So who are you? Well, that's what I just said. You're not who you think you are. I'm not a galactic federation, and I say the same thing to everyone. You are not what you think you are. I'll guarantee you, you are not what you have been told. Now, work out what you've been told. To understand oneself is to go to the point of understanding what one has been told. So, your name for it. Let me go to your name. You have a name. Great. Who gave it to you? You've been told what your name is. You've been told what your birth date is. You've been told what A is. You've been told what everything is. And we accept what we've been told, and we go about living the life based on what we've been told. So that's the story that we've all been living. Now, coming to this moment and acknowledging the story, who are you without using the story? I don't know what you're hearing when I'm saying it, but without using the story, okay, without using your story, who are you without using your education? There you go. I'll put it to you in that way. You have an education. Now, don't use your education. Who are you? When you really think about it, all you're doing is associating to words. Those words have associations. Okay, who are you that is associating to it? Now that'll be the direct and the correct answer as well. You can't answer that. You have an education. You were born. Okay, let's go to this point. You were born. The moment you were born, someone was calling out your name or calling you by your name. So you got adapted to it. So someone told you when your birthday was because one day there was a cake and a candle on it, then 2 candles and 3 candles and so forth and so forth. You never questioned it, just kept going. One day you went to school. By this stage, you had a few words, not really having an association, didn't really know what things were. Somebody told you this, somebody told you that, you just accepted it. You went to school, and then they started to teach you A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And now you and everybody else associates to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, which is based on what they've been told. So who are you without using what you've been told? Now that's where you will start to find out who you are. To know yourself, to know thyself, is to know what you are not. You are not what you've been told. To know oneself, because we don't focus on ourselves, we are always focusing externally. Now, when I say externally, the words that we're using are external. They're all based on an education. We have these associations. So we try to understand based on our education. Our education is limited. We're not really educated in the sense we are educated to a degree just to live a particular life. Now, when we start to question our education, there are a lot of things and there's a process to it. Now, this is where we do the work. And what is the work? You got to ask yourself, to understand who you truly are, ask yourself, are you what you have? Are you what you know? Are you what you're feeling? To sum it all up, are you the experience or are you the experiencer? And the experience is based on your education. Who's the experiencer? So you have a body, you have a soul. Who is it that has the body and the soul? You have an education. Who is it that has an education? You have a name. Who is it that has a name? If you start working on questioning, do you really know something or do you just believe it? There's a difference between knowing and believing. What do you believe? You either believe you know or you know you believe. And if you know that you believe, and believe is what you've been told. Again, what is a soul? When we're questioning, when we're truly questioning everything, we question everything. How do you know what a soul is? The word soul is something that you've been told. When you're working with what you've been told, well, you're either that's what you've been told and there's the end of it, or you question, am I what I've been told? What is a soul? How do I know what a soul is? We say we have a soul. If we have a soul, who is it that has the soul? You have a body. Who is it that has the body? Are you having a spiritual experience or having a human experience? What is a human? How do you know these? How do you know all of this? Or do you believe what you've been told that this is what it is? When we're questioning, we question all of it. You're either going to be what you've been told or you question what you've been told, and that's it. So are you Loretta? To go to that point there to are we reincarnated? Well, what is reincarnated? Who is reincarnated? If you've had a previous life, who is it that had the previous life that's having this life? This life is Loretta. Who is it that is experiencing this life? Who is it that experienced the previous life? So we have an experience. We're experiencing this moment. We're experiencing what we have. Who is it that experiences? So to know oneself, you cannot use the experience. You cannot think that you are this or you are that. Because that's just a thought. And the thought itself is based on the words of your education. Whatever you're thinking is still based on your education. That has been given to you. That is what somebody said to you. You can go and work with what you've been told, and that's it. Or you can question what you've been told. So to know yourself, to know oneself, how would you know yourself if you're only using what you've been told? So no one can tell you who you are. Because if I tell you who you are, well, that's me telling you who you are. Is that who you are? If Brooke tells you, does it really matter if somebody tells you who you are? It's always going to be what somebody tells you. And if you accept it, that's not because you know it, it's because you believe it. There's a difference. Know that which you're not. And that's the start. To know what you are not. I'm not what I have. I am not what I'm experiencing. I have it, I experience it, but I'm not that. So you can keep listening to everybody telling you who you are, or you can start looking and understanding for yourself. Brooke has an opinion of who you are. I have an opinion of who you are. Everybody has an opinion on who somebody is. I know you have a story and you're associating to that story. I also know that that which is associating to the story has got nothing to do with the story. So you believe in a story. I look past the story.
It's a big conversation. It's getting on close to midnight here.
Yeah. Close to midnight here.
Yeah, you can talk about
you
this.
see, look, I can talk about this forever, so I'll end it here. I'm going to read this out. I understand that they say for us to ask who we really are, and the answer should come, but it never does for me. You see, how do you know? Are you expecting it to come in, what you've been told? To Loretta, and this for everyone, the thoughts themselves are not who you are. If you think that you're that or this, that's not it. It's not what you think. No matter what you think it is, it's not that. That I can't tell you. And on that note, at 11:55 here in Melbourne, because Brooke's got to get up early. He's got to go to bed, and he's got to get up early. He's got to go to school.
School of life.
That's the one.
Chop wood. Okay. Thanks for coming, everyone, tonight. It's been great to see you. Thank you, Loretta. Thank you, Angelina. Thank you, everyone else.
Thank you all
on the show, and we'll be on the next time we are on.
Until then, hey, you can find us on Discord. We're always there. We're actually there a lot more than we are here.
Yeah.
So, and it's always about chatting, as we can go into everything and talk about everything, but this is what we enjoy doing. Until then, see you later, peoples. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, good night, good day, good afternoon, good morning, and whatever else it is. Hooroo.